I was just going to say something really controversial. That is some sick and twisted shit. What is going on there? Okay, hi, and welcome back to the pod. I have a little furry friend here with me today. This is Cooper. I'm not sure if you can see him. Cooper, come here. Okay. Kind of crazy, but we also love him. And he has a little sister downstairs, Penny. She has not come up yet, but Cooper has not left my side today. So, hello. You want to say hi? Say hi. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Okay. Cooper, I know you want to be the star of the show, but not today. So I'm dog sitting, and first of all, these two dogs run into my house at like 7:30 in the morning, which is fine. I'm up early, but they literally run into my house after their owner drops them off, and they just shit on my patio. Hey, Cooper, you shit on my patio. But whatever, that's fine, I guess. It's part of my job here, looking after these little puppies. I don't know. I always wanted two dogs because I always thought like that they would get lonely if they were on their own. But to be honest, like, I don't know, two dogs is like really a lot, and they're not even really friends, it seems. Like, they haven't really snuggled all day. Two cats, okay, hello. Cats snuggle all day, but the dogs, they just could not give a shit. Today's topic is just gonna be girlhood, honestly. My sister told me to watch, I guess, that like Secret Life of Mormons thing. So I put it on today in the background. So to be honest, this isn't the best review of it. But I'm like, wow, this is such like a terrible representation of women. But then at the same time, I was like, or is it? Because I don't have like the biggest group of friends who are girls. Like I do, but we're really not like that at all. So I was like, is this like, do people have friends of girls like that? Because I was like, that's just like not how we roll, but it might just like be something I'm not exposed to. I don't know. I just like have this rule that if you have to write a paragraph to someone, don't write it and don't send it. Whatever you're writing a paragraph about is 100% and truly not worth it. So if you ever find yourself writing a paragraph to a friend, trying to explain your feelings and emotions, this is my word of advice. Don't send it. It's not worth it. And just fucking forget about it. That goes with boyfriends too. It goes for you, Cooper, as well. But yeah, I just thought the whole thing was so strange. And I'm like, wow, this isn't the first show of its kind. There's like a ton of different reality TV shows where it like depicts girls or women or whatever like all bitching at each other. And I think the difference between, you're bothering me now, Cooper, honestly. You want to hold my hand? That's fine. I'll hold your hand. He just winked at me. Okay. So I think the difference between the Real Housewives and this mom talk thing is that the Real Housewives are fucking iconic. And they're not like necessarily trying to be friends. And just everything they do is like fucking iconic. I love them. But with this mom talk thing, they're like truly pretending that they are friends. And it's just like, you're obviously not. Like, you just monetized on this mom talk thing. Like, you're not fooling anyone. But I just think, yeah, I don't know. I've never had a friend group where we like bitch and moan at each other like that. But it obviously does exist somewhere in the world. Okay, another thing is like, one of the chicks is pregnant on the show, and she's like 9 months pregnant. And I was like, holy shit, if I'm 9 months pregnant, like, I don't think I want to be doing reality TV, but whatever. You gotta get that bag. Okay, but then it got me thinking about pregnant people. And I'm like so fascinated by pregnancy. I always have been, because I think it's just like fucking insane that you can actually grow consciousness inside your tummy. I'm like, that is like honestly out of this world. Okay, if you hear heavy breathing in the background, by the way, it's not me, it's Cooper. I'm a pig. Yeah, you're a pig. I am sorry. So, yeah, okay, pregnancy, fucking insane. Like, what's going on in your belly? That's insane. But another thing is I'm like, how I don't know if people talk about this or not, or I'm just not sure. What's up with like your relationship while you're pregnant? And I mean, like, did God make men like sexual deviants so that they would still be attracted to you like while you're pregnant? Because it's kind of strange, but like obviously people are still fucking when they're pregnant. Like, men are probably into it, but I just can't find that like research anywhere. Like, are men horny for pregnant chicks? And like, I need to know the goss, but no one wants to talk about it. Because I just think, yes, obviously for like the first 6 months, like you're okay, you're kind of just a fat chick. But then like 6 to 9 months, you're like fully pregnant with a child inside of you. And I'm like, what's going on in the relationship corner here? Because I just need to know, like, are things functioning properly? Like, are you still fucking? It's none of my business, but I just don't know what compels. Oh my God, this sounds awful, but like, I don't know why the men are hanging around. I also am so blindsided. Like, I can actually not figure out why men want to have children. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, I know a ton of men want children, but in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, as a woman, as a chick, I kind of understand why you would want a baby, because you're like, oh, I'm growing it and I'm its mother. And it's this like actual nature, like instinctual thing. And then I'm like, oh, and then once the baby's like born, you're connected to it because it grew inside of your belly. I could not imagine being a guy and being like handed this baby, and then you're just like, yeah, I wanted this. I know it sounds so weird. And like, obviously with adoption is different, because like usually it's a woman who, for whatever reason, maybe she can't have kids, or maybe she can, whatever. You want a baby, you're still like, it as a girl, like you are connected to like children and babies, and you want to like care for and like nurture them. But as a man, I'm like, really, what's the motive here? Like, why do you want something to take care of? But there has to be something biologically that wants them to do that. I just have not figured it out yet. I'm like, because I think like the beginning years of a baby's life, like they do not give two shits about the dad. Like, they need the mother to survive. And moms are, again, born with this of like wanting to take care of a child. So I know that men want children. I 100% know that. But in my mind, I just can't figure out why. So yeah. And then sticking around for the whole pregnancy, that's gotta be difficult. But I guess they're like all excited to have the kid or whatever. But I'm just like, God, it seems like back in the day, men just like went off to war, and like they just would have this like pregnant thing like back home that they would just like knock up all the time and have children. But then they'd have like multiple girls, like side chicks on the side, and they just really didn't care if their wife was pregnant. It was just like, yeah, whatever. That's like kind of her job. Like, she'll just sit at home and have the babies while I'm off at war getting pussy. So, or dying, either or. But yeah, now like the the guy is like expected, sort of like / has to stick around, or else it's like rude. It's like, fuck you. But I'm like, are they at least like trying to have sex? I don't know. I'm so young and naive. I just don't know what happens. But yeah, honestly, shout out to that. And then after the kid, I don't know if like you'd want to have sex after, just as in like being the girl. Like, it's a lot of trauma to the body. I think it takes like quite a while to recover everything and get it all put back together, and then like ready to be horny again. So I just don't know the timeline of what happens when you're pregnant. Obviously people are fucking, because there's those like Irish twins or whatever where they're like 9 months apart. I guess I'm just gonna have to get pregnant and find out. Yeah, so fucking strange. Another thing while being pregnant is that I think before pregnancy you have to get like laser hair removal or something, because like, how the hell are you gonna manage your body hair? Like, just in general, like you probably give up on shaving your legs, because whatever, it doesn't take much for me to like give up on shaving my legs. But like, your coochie? Like, what's going on there? Or do you just like let it grow out because no one's hitting it anyways? These are questions that I need answers to. Yeah, growing a baby inside of you, kind of wild. I'm just like, what do we just like struggle for 9 months while this thing takes like all of our energy? And I don't fully understand. Like, I keep asking people who have kids, like, how long does it take you to like bounce back? And like, it's so different from everyone. They're like, a year, this long. I'm like, I need like a definitive answer. Like, am I going to be pregnant for 8 years? Is it going to feel like that? Whew. I don't know. I really hope that in the future, actually, maybe this is not something to hope for, but I just hope that like maybe this is obviously going to happen. There's going to be like incubators to like pregnate, and you're just going to like pregnate like a machine, and then it will like incubate the baby. But then those kids are going to come out like weirdly autistic, or like something's like going to be really, really wrong, because you, as a baby, I think you rely on like the mother's emotions, and you like feel everything that she feels. So maybe the machine way is like not the right way, but I am so like spiteful and like annoyed at just like biology in general. I'm not one of those like crazy feminists, whatever, but I'm just like, okay, God, like, what's up here? Because I see some like problematic issues, okay? Like, I think personally it would have been smarter to have the stronger sex. Hate to say it, guys, but like realistically, the men just have more muscle mass overall. I think that it would have been smarter to have them carry the baby, because like I am just so weak and fragile and susceptible to whatever predators and whatever else, like aka men, other men. I just think it would have been better to have the stronger person carry the baby. That makes more sense to me. Like, that's so weird how that just wasn't the default. Although, oh God, could you imagine men being pregnant? Whew! Like actually, like biological men. I know that like the whole trans thing, whatever, anyone can get pregnant, but like the majority of men could not handle a pregnancy, okay? And the food that would go into their body, oh my freaking God. It would be like Dorito diet. Dorito diet. That's pretty much it. So that's actually fucking disgusting. And okay, but then I'm like, why could we not just have the woman, like our intelligence, our like intuition? We have like amazing characteristics. Why weren't we just the stronger one? Like, why weren't we just stronger? Or why weren't we like somehow more like equal? Because like less susceptible to predators, like men. Like, if we went off to war and stuff and we could like stand our own ground, we would have been like literally unstoppable. Like, we probably wouldn't have there we go. That's why. I was just gonna say we probably wouldn't have even needed men. Okay, so it's all making sense now. I just had to kind of do that whole talk out loud to figure it out, because I guess the science behind it is it would pretty much be really difficult to impregnate ourselves. And then, yeah, if men were like weaker and we didn't actually need them for protection, we probably would have just outbred them or whatever. Like, nature would have taken its course and they would have been like the next Neanderthal, just gone. So, yeah, there needed to be some sort of imbalance is the word I'm looking for, to kind of allow us to keep them around. Like, honestly, like back in the day, like we did need men to like protect us. Like, that's the truth, like hard line, okay? Like, we needed men to protect us just from like lions, tigers, bears, pretty much mostly just other men. And it's like crazy, like 2004, I watch a lot of crime documentaries all the time, and I always tell my partner, I'm like, yo, statistically, like, you are the one to like kill me, murder me, and you're the biggest threat to me and my child. 2024, guys. Like, why is that happening? I watched like Worst Ex Ever. So that's tough. They're not lying. They are actually the worst exes ever. And then I've just watched a few other crime things, and it's like always, literally 9 times out of 10, the husband. And like also when you watch nature, I always say this, like National Geographic or something, it's like the life of a jaguar is so difficult, and it like shows them like struggling so much, and it's like, okay, not only is a jaguar like struggling for food, but the male just has to feed himself, but the female has to feed herself and like 3 other little chickadee things, or whatever they're called, like little kittens. And then the biggest threat is the male jaguar. Wow, I'm really struggling today. Jaguar. I don't know. Anyways, that's what she has to like not only feed herself, feed these 3 things, and then run away from the guy. I'm like, what in the world? Like, that is so unfair. So yeah, I'm just like out for a walk the other day, and it gets darker earlier now, and I'm like, everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't go walking, like scared of like cougars and bears and stuff. And I was like, honestly, the only thing I think about is the cars on the highway like pulling over and abducting me. Like, I don't know, I thought that like when I turned 18 I'd kind of outgrow the kidnapping stage, but now I'm like still in some sort of stage where it actually doesn't matter, I'm just a girl, so I could get kidnapped at any time in my life. Tough reality. But that's what scares me the most. I'm walking and like someone just pulls over the car, and I'm like, oh my god, do they know that I'm pretty much having a panic attack here, like freaking out? Do I go around the car? Do I turn around? What do I do? Meanwhile, they're just probably pulling over to like, because they dropped like something in their footwell. But yeah, that's what scares me the most, is like just random men in the middle of the night when I have to like walk past them. In my brain, I am literally looking at every characteristic of this person before they walk towards me and being like, okay, do they have a look in their eyes where they could maybe kill me? Like, I don't know. And yeah, I know that whole thing on TikTok was like, oh, are you more scared of like a man or a bear on a path? And I just think that whole thing is like so stupid, because when you are walking like and you actually do see like a grizzly or something, it is actually terrifying, and you would 100% probably run towards a man to save you in this situation if a grizzly actually was like on the path. Like, it's terrifying. So to be like, oh, I'd rather run into a guy than a grizzly, like, that's stupid. But when I'm alone on my walks at night, I'm not necessarily thinking about the black bears or the cougars. I am 100% thinking about just men in general. Yeah, but that's probably like in me. Like, why? Like, that's so weird. Like, historically, probably men have been the biggest threat to women. Like, it's not like grizzlies are out here killing women. It's men. But then we're also made to like love them. That is some sick and twisted shit. What is going on there? See, we need to go back to the blueprint. Like, there is some fundamental flaws in the creation, and I hate to say that because God makes no mistakes. That is true. God does not make mistakes. But I just think if we had to do it all over again and we got like a second chance, or uploaded like ourselves to the Matrix, like maybe our avatar could just have, it could be a little bit different here. And we could sort of, I don't know, just figure it out like a little bit better so that men don't kill us. I don't know. It's just all I'm asking for. And then I think, okay, well, can we like breed this out of men? Like, can we raise better men that won't kill us? But there's always going to be the Jeffrey Dahmers, the Ted Bundys, like John Wayne Gacy. Like, they are just existing. So then no matter what, you can have like literally a population of 1 million men. Guys, what is wrong with me? I can't figure out my past tense or plural or whatever. Whew. Okay. You can have a population of like 1 million dudes, but then if one of them is Ted Bundy, you are still going to be out on your walk at night being terrified that every guy on the street that you pass is going to kill you. So I don't know how to solve that. And I didn't mean for this to be all weird and whatever, but just what I'm thinking lately and my actual lived reality. So, what was the point of this? Oh yeah, reality television. Mom talk. Hashtag mom talk. Oh my god, that's another thing. They keep, like, if one more millennial woman says the fucking word empowerment, I feel so empowered. Girl, go back to the drawing board. Like, something is rotten. Stop saying that. Everything you do is empowering you? In what way, shape, or form? We need to have a lesson on the word empowerment, okay? Because these chicks are out here, like, first, like, there is just so many people out here, like, saying that they feel empowered for taking some, like, shitty ass black and white boudoir photos. Girl, get a grip. That's not, what are you on about? Okay, like, no. And that's the tea. I just hate when there's, yeah, I just hate that word. We need a new one. Here's a little tiny list of words that I actually hate. I hate the word audacity. I think that actually shows me that you have a low IQ when you say, as if you could have the audacity to do something like that. Low IQ word. Empowerment, absolute bullshit. Again, undereducated. Cooper, where are you going? I'm in the middle of a lecture here. Okay, I think that is, like, a really dumbass word. What's another one? There's gatekeeping, but that's actually kind of sick because you can gatekeep. But no, there's another, like, hot word that people always say, and it bothers me so much. It's like gatekeep, but it's, oh my god, wait, what is it? Not mansplaining, not projecting, gatekeeping. What is it that they always say? And I'm like, you all don't even know what that means. Holy shit. What word is that? I'm gonna look it up. This is what I'm gonna Google to look it up. Dumb millennial woman words. Let's see what the first ones that come up are. Oh my god. Gen Z woman demands millennials stop saying these out-of-date slang words. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a video and I have to watch this. Guys, what word am I thinking of when, like, people are in a fight and it's not, like, projecting? They always say, like, gaslighting. Oh my god. That was the word, okay? That was the fucking word I was thinking about. If one more person says you're gaslighting me, I don't know what I'll do, but it's just fucking frustrating is what it is. Some people, I was just going to say something really controversial. Okay, some people are telling the truth. Like, when I'm like, dude, you're being a bitch, something like that. That's not really gaslighting. You can just also just be being a bitch. Sorry, but that's the truth. All right, well, don't gaslight, don't gatekeep, hashtag girl boss, hashtag mom talk. Later. Cooper, come say bye. Come say bye to the camera. Actually, Cooper literally looked at me, rolled his eyes, and turned away because he knows I'm talking shit about his kind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little baby. You're a dog, so I wasn't actually talking bad about you. Okay. He doesn't believe me. Anyways, love you all. Stay hot. XO.